Let's do a little update if I can keep it straight in my head. I did mount my phone holder on here. Works great. Just a simple clamp system on here. This all came in the one box. I think it was, I don't remember. I think it was $23. And I just love this phone holder because I have the same thing on Bumblebee. Never had a problem ever. All you gotta do is just lift up here, put your phone in, and then it sits back behind here. So, and I even have a phone case on mine, so I don't ever have to worry about losing my phone. The Spyder's running excellent. I got 10,529 miles on it. I put on anywhere from 85 to 100 miles today. I had to go out to Fond du Lac. I just don't know if you can see that, but the wind gusts were bad. I was kind of nervous. I didn't know if I wanted to take the Spyder. So when I started to shut up the sheds, because I thought, okay, I'm going to take the car, I could have swore I heard some crying. So I said, all right, I'll take you. But it handled the wind very well. I'm getting, it says about 39 miles to the gallon. I filled up before I went to Fond du Lac. It was like a 50-mile trip out there. And when I got to Fond du Lac, got done messing around in the bank, I went to a gas station to fill it up because I wanted to check. And it said I was getting 41 miles a gallon. I think it was like 50 or 48 miles I had gone. And I took 1 gallon, I think 1.06. 6, I think it was. So I think it came out to just a little over 41 miles to the gallon. So, but if you're looking into these Spyders, you're going to already know they don't get the best fuel mileage. So I'm very glad if I'm only getting, say, 39 miles to the gallon. The comfort and the ease of this machine makes up for the difference. Means more stops, but who don't mind getting off a little bit? So my plan is to go about 200 miles and then stop and fill up. And then I'll keep seeing, how much further I can go. I have no clue how big the gas tank is. So I'm going to have to Google that here when I get off and get done making this video here. Yeah, besides that, it runs excellent. The key is, I don't like this key. But I bought a cap that you put over it. It's a 2-piece cap, and then it has the key ring, so you can put this key on a key ring. That way I can hang it back up here in the shed, or during the winter I can hang it up in my house on my key rack. So I just got a cheap black one, and it really wasn't cheap. It was $14. But I think they have a really nice. I don't know if it's chrome or aluminum. It's a really nice one, and that's $28. So I want to see how this cheap black one here, I haven't opened it yet, but I want to see how this one does, and if it works out really nice, then I'm going to get the expensive one. So the only thing I would like to have is a third key for it. So I got to call a dealership and ask them to see what it costs for another key. I'm sure that's not a simple process because I want to have one key on me. I want to have one key hidden somewhere on the Spyder. And then I want to have one key here at the house. Like Bumblebee, I had 4 sets of keys for that. I gave those all to John. So that's what I'd like to happen because you don't want to go on vacation and lose your key and then you're stranded. So I'd sooner have a key on here. It's like I kept the key on Bumblebee. If somebody was going to steal Bumblebee, fine. That's what the insurance is for. Make for a long vacation or a long walk home. But I figure if somebody's that desperate, then, why have them damage it versus just getting the key and driving off. So I have 0 complaints on the Spyder besides the key. I got the cap for the antenna. Makes it look way nice. It's just a little cap. So I brought a whole box of those from Amazon. I didn't get it from this here, I just got this today, but it's got all kinds of sizes. So one of these would easily fit the Spyder. I'm assuming what happens, because there's covers you can get for the Spyder, and then it has a hole for the antenna. So I'm assuming the last owner had pulled the cover off and then pulled the cap off. So I can't tell you where I got this cap because it's a surprise. I don't want to give it away. I might put on one of the other ones just to see. But when I saw this cap, when the lady was showing me this product, and she took the cap off of it, I said, wait a minute. I got it from her and went outside and fitted right on here. I said, you know what? Thank you. Because what I bought doesn't need the cap. It's just a protective cover. But like I said, I think it's a 158 piece set. So let me tell you about the ride on this thing. It's just beautiful. On Saturday, I left my house at 9:30 in the morning. I didn't get back till 5:45. So I spent the entire day riding the Spyder. And I felt great. I didn't feel tired. My back, my shoulders, none of that hurt. A lot, I think, has to do with this having this. I find out I don't really lean too much onto this. But if you do start feeling uncomfortable, you can lean back, and it just makes it a perfect ride. So I figure I can easily do long trips on this thing. Not a problem. So I cannot wait. I don't think I can do any for this year because I kind of thinking riding season's over with. Might get 1 or 2 days, I'm hoping. But Wisconsin is just kind of funny. All of a sudden it'll be nice out, and then all of a sudden it'll just be cold, and then the snow will start. And as soon as the snow starts or they lay salt out, I will not ride it because I want to keep it in beautiful shape like it is. So the only thing I don't notice here, just notice this sticker. I'm going to pull that off. I'm not sure what it's for, but that's kind of annoying. I didn't notice that until right now. I've been trying both modes, the econo mode and then the regular mode. The only difference, I don't think there's any difference in fuel mileage. A couple of people had said it, but in econo mode, you can't just take off. It's a nice gradual takeoff, and then when you're shifting through the gears, it's nice and easy. You can't just lay into it. So I'm going to see how that works. I did have an econo mode when I went out to Fond du Lac, so maybe that's why I only used a gallon of fuel. But, I'm averaging 39 miles a gallon. I was out all day Saturday in the regular mode, and I'm still getting 39 miles to the gallon. But like I said, I figured it out when I was out there at Fond du Lac. I said I was getting 41, so, I'm not too sure how accurate that is. And I definitely got to find out how big that tank is. Okay, I think that's about it. You can see she fits pretty good, but I'm still going to get the bigger shed. And I definitely had to cut these out. I do got the paint to touch it up, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm thinking once I start to buy the other shed, then I'll just put it back up the bottom piece. So, but yeah, I'm just going to get the bigger one. Not sure when, hopefully soon. And the bigger one's a 10-foot by 20. And this is a 10 by 12. So it's going to have the same width, but it'll be way deeper. So, yeah, that's about it. Spyder is fantastic, runs excellent, and no regrets. Like I said, I was on the interstate today. It's just perfect. No problems. Okay, you guys, enjoy your week.